Peace, guys. That's the fundamental video about extreme vocal effects. Again, the main basic components are breath support, quack, which is essential. If you don't know what the quack is, go and check my videos. I think I have two main videos about this, about the vocal folds compression and how to create this areoepiglottic funnel. That's the important thing. The placement, the roof of the mouth, you're placing right there. If you don't know how to start from learning how to make a throat singing from this sound. You know, the vocal fry, when you're creating the sound with the vocal folds, that's your true vocal fold. Now, try to find something like this, but slightly more in the back part. If your fry is here, kind of, hey, the vocal fry. What about creating the quack? Remember the like a duck quality. And what about this? It feels like the airflow is going through the back wall of the throat, right there. Hey, hey. As soon as you have this, think in this direction. Take your breathy tone. Hey, hey, hey. Not to overcompress the folds. You can incorporate the vestibular folds or false folds or false chord engagement in the back part. Again, if you have hey, the breathy tone, hey, now quacking and trying to find this grit in the back part of the throat, hey, using the quack, like a quack, like a duck quality, and now try to support and maintain the sound. As you might notice, this thing is happening when I'm adding and exaggerating the quack. When you finally find the sound, you should learn how to modify all the vowels, maintain the quack, because as soon as you are releasing the quack, everything is disappearing like this. For example, I-O, and you're going, you have the and then hi, and everything is disappearing because the quack is disappearing. With the quack sounds like this. Maintain the quack. Remember the Kermit the Frog or the Husk? We can quack like a duck, we can quack like a frog. Like a frog, that's the Husk. Kind of like this, you know? Kind of Kermit the Frog or Louis Armstrong. Okay, if it's difficult to find this bright sound with this kind of duck quack, you can try to use this Husk or frog quack, kind of like this. Kind of the root of the tongue is going backward, and try to find it here. And from there, release into the brighter one, into the duck quality, duck quack. From here into now, from here, as soon as you've got the sound, next step. You know, we have the kind of fry screaming or false chord screaming. In my method, we have noise screaming or voice screaming. Both are using and compressed click fry and false folds and arytenoids. Try to think in this direction. It's going to be much more easier, not to like, okay, that's fry scream or that's the false fold scream. Okay, the noise screaming, we are starting from the compressed click fry. You have average vocal fry. That's the fry. Next step is to compress into compressed click fry. Sounds like this. That's my true folds. And now I'm compressing into the sound like that. Shouldn't be super loud, but you should find supported compressed click fry using your true folds and quacked sound. Next step, remember the in the back part of the throat, right? What about this? From this throat singing, I'm opening the folds slightly more, maintaining the support, and I'm beginning to quack more, and I'm creating this noise using the false folds or vestibular folds. Sounds like this. Listen closely. Basically, I have the clean tone producing from my true chords, and at the back part, I have vestibular folds. Okay, now I'm disengaging the true folds. Check this. You know what I mean? Like the same tissue. Next step, that's the agility. Don't squeeze here, don't strain, should be completely relaxed, like with the throat singing. If you're gonna choke, no sound. Only relaxed, kinda like this. With the same is here, kinda like this, relaxed, false chord. Then from throat singing into like noise with the false folds and back again to the throat singing like this. It will give you the control because you are sure you are using the vestibular folds in the back part of the throat. Again, so that's the false folds, that's your true folds. Let's go. It's like cool. The next step, which is proper cool noise screaming, you have true folds, compressed click fry, which is giving you the presence, the high frequency response. If you are in a metal band with super loud guitars and cymbals and drums, you're playing live, if you're gonna do only hi, all right, like this, there is no presence. That's your compressed click fry, which is fry into compressed click fry. That's high frequencies. Now you are taking your compressed click fry from your true false, and you are adding, remember the high, false, false, and you are doing this by quacking. The quack is engaging this vestibular folds action, creating this areopagletic funnel. So, compressed click fry, I like this, that's your true false. Now you are quacking more and engaging the vestibular folds, and you have compressed click fry plus vestibular folds, which is noise screaming. What I'm teaching, all the screamings from all over the world. Sounds like this. Compressed click fry plus vestibular folds. So you have the from your true folds, and you have the from your false folds together. All right. Sounds brutal, but at the same time, you have the resistance of the airflow because the true folds are closed into compressed click fry. You're not overblowing, you're not damaging and forcing your folds. And you have something to lean on, your true folds. Okay, that's the noise screaming. And finally, the voice screaming when you have the voiced sound underneath. Completely the same idea, but you are taking your toilet voice, which is kind of hyper compressed, clean sound, and then you are beginning to compress more using your quack. Again, from the clean, over compressed, hyper compressed sound, right? Now you are adding kinda the compressed click, but maintaining the clean sound. Remember, we have different layers of the vocal folds. So one of the layer is creating this hyper compressed tone, the deeper layers, and this thinner layers are creating the compressed click fry. Don't think like we have the vocal folds, we can compress only like this. No, we have three main layers: deep layer, the intermediate level, and the thin layer of the folds. So the deep and maybe a bit of intermediate layers are creating this hyper compressed sound. You're adding thin layer of the vocal folds for creating the compressed click fry, which is kind of toilet sound, hyper compressed body. I have a bit of the compressed click fry. Okay, and the last thing, you are quacking more to engage this back part kinda with vestibular folds and a bit of the retinoids, and you have kinda deep and intermediate level creating toilet hypercompressed clean tone. Then thin layer of the true folds is creating the compressed click fry. You are quacking and engaging the false folds. So three main structures are engaged. Sounds like this: hyper compressed sound plus a bit of the compressed click fry, thin layer, and the back part, false, kind of like this. Everything should be really good supported. Downward pressure here placed into the roof of the mouth, into the hard palate. Don't squeeze here, create a compression. The airflow compression, the false compression, the true false compression. But the main thing, that's the downward pressure. Practice this really slow. Don't force the sound. Don't blow too much, step by step. And if you'll do this like from 10 to 15 minutes a day, I'm guarantee you, you'll be able to create all these different, really cool, crazy sounds. That was Alex. God bless you. Next time, practice, make expert. Bye.